extremely important na ma-create natin yung need, ma-create natin, ma-discuss natin yung problema ng kliyente para ready siyang tanggapin ang solution. Because pag hilaw yan, kahit ipakita mo yung solution, kahit sobrang ganda ng product mo, sobrang ganda ng solution na pinakita mo, pero hindi naman niya naramdaman na may problema siya, baliwala. And a lot of financial advisors, when they think of creating the need, lagi nilang naiisip is death of the family, etc., etc. Pero you have to understand na meron tayong mga emotional buttons that we need to press correctly. Tama ba, Professor Sai and Coach Ron?
Correct, Coach Ron, Coach Jeff. Kasi kung there is no need, ang mangyayari po niyan, pakikinggan ka lang or ang worst, no? Tama ba, Coach Jeff? Patatapusin ka lang ng ng prospect mo eh. Yan.
Right, right. Yung kami mention lang ni Coach Jeff, no, yung importance of, di ba, realizing that there are emotional buttons. Kasi madalas, Coach, di ba, ano ba yung pinaka-common? Ano ba yung pinaka-common way of creating a need? And madalas, no, financial advisors, ito yung mga maririnig natin sa kapwa natin, financial advisors eh. Di ba, yung tipong, sasabihin, Coach, kumari, Coach Jeff, di ba, biglang i-invite kita, Coach Jeff, di ba, para magpe-present lang naman ako, etc., etc. Eh, biglang syempre medyo busy si Coach Jeff. Ano sabi ni Coach Jeff? Sige, next time na lang. O sige, paano kung mamatay ka? Di ba? Minsan,
Dumiretso na kaagad eh, no?
tama ba? Minsan pinapatay kaagad natin yung kliyente. Appointment setting pa lang, di ba? Pero minsan gano'n, no? So, ano ba talaga? Sometimes kasi we are criticized because of that, of using fear, or death, 'di ba? As a tool to create need for our clients. Tama?
Correct, that's correct. So there are different emotional buttons that you guys can leverage because if you know how to push the correct emotional button, then tama yung pag-create ng need mo. Hindi kasi pwedeng pagkausap mo seaman or OFW, pero iba naman yung need na pinoposition mo. Hindi magmamatch, hindi magtutumba, hindi siya makaka-relate. It has to be the right emotional button. Extremely
Correct.
important. So there are several emotional buttons there. Let's first discuss the first emotional button called ambition. What's your take on this, Coach Ron and Professor Sai?
Sige, ako let me start it with ambition. 'Di ba? Ako, I truly believe na lahat naman ng tao may ambisyon. Diba?
That's right.
Ambition to have a better life. Tama ba? And yun nga lang, minsan may balanse kasi, Coach. Ibig sabihin, there are people who are more, sabihin na natin, more motivated ng gaining something or, di ba? Kuwari, pag sinabi mo na, gusto mo maging milyonaryo, lahat ng tao tataas ang kamay. Tama ba? I wanna be a millionaire, di ba? Taas ng kamay, power, bigla magagano na. Tama ba? Oh.
Correct.
Pero when they realize na magtatrabaho pala, oh my God, magtatrabaho pala tayo. Tama ba? Pero minsan there are times na merong mga clients o sabihin na nating tao na mas na motivate sila by fear of fear of failure. Diba? So, pero dito muna, intindihin muna natin, sino ba yung mga taong pwedeng ma-motivate ng ambition? Tama ba? Kasi pag sinayang ambition, it is something na you can probably, diba, be a millionaire. For example, ang katanungan na, diba, would you like to be a multimillionaire one day, Prof. Sai? Na you'll be able to provide for your family. I mean, whatever need they have, all the wants and the needs, hindi na kailangan pagdaanan ng anak mo yung mga pinagdaanan natin. Is that something you want for your family?
Yes, Coach.
'Di ba? Yung 'di ba, pushing the right button na binibigyan mo sila ng idea na nga this is kasi, Coach, ganito eh. Pag binigyan mo lang sila ng idea na gusto mo ba ng 10 million, pero hindi mo na picture sa kanila, ano bang gagawin mo sa 10 million?
Correct.
Tama ba? 'Di ba? Kasi ambition kailangan mo, you have to paint them, 'di ba, of what they can do with money. Ambition mag-ipon. Pero para saan ba yung pag-iipon na 'yan? Para magkaroon ng magandang kinabukasan yung pamilya ko. Ambition mag-ipon para pagbalik ko galing abroad, tama ba? 'Di ba minsan sino dito, financial advisors, 'di ba na naniniwala ng OFWs natin are 'di ba are fueled by ambition as well.
Correct.
Tama ba? Ambition mag-ipon para sa future. Pero merong isang group of people, coaches, na talagang sabihin natin sobrang ambitious. At yan yung mga millennials.
Yes, tama,
Tama ba,
tama,
di ba?
tama. Yep, yep.
Kasi sila yung mahilig gumastos di ba? Hiling nila yung gumastos. So definitely, hindi sila naniniwala na something can happen to them. Di ba? Yung tipong pag sinabihan mo ng, paano kung may mangyari sa'yo? Sasabihin sa'yo, okay lang. Naman ng parents ko. Diba? Naman ng parents ko, hindi naman ako magkakasakit, hindi naman ako mamamatay kasi pangalan ko ay Cardo Dalisay. O, ito yon, diba? Sila yon. Okay?
Kasi merong mga financial advisors, pag millennial yung kausap nila, and they inject a different emotional button, let's say fear of loss, or paano pag may nangyari, hindi masyadong nakaka-relate sila. Because mga millennials, Gen Zs, they're gonna live forever.
Yeah. At least in their perception, tama ba?
Correct.
At least in their perception, right? Since they know that they're gonna live forever, what you want to do is you leverage on their ambition. Malalaman mo yung mga ambitions kasi nila through when you do your rapport building with them. Sa very beginning, when you do your rapport, you want to make connections, makikita mo na kaagad yung mga things na ano ba yung ina-ambition niya. Especially when you do the today pitch. Diba? ABC graduates are doing the today pitch, malalaman mo na kaagad ano ba yung mga ambition nito? Ano ba yung mga goals niya na gusto ma-achieve? Nakikita mo ba nagkukwento siya? Nakikita mo ba nagtitwinkle yung mga mata niya every time na ginagawa niya yun? Is he a dreamer? Diba? Gusto mo diyang mag-travel more freedom, time freedom. Gusto mo dyan ng purpose in life. Yan yung mga yan, may mga ambition, and it's extremely important na pag na-discover mo yan, this is the right emotional button to push. Na all throughout your presentation, ambition yung ini-inject mo. Na pag na-discover mo na I want to travel more, or I want to retire early, I want to succeed, I want to get promoted, lahat yan puro ambition, di ba? So, when you create the need throughout your presentation, it is directed doon sa ambition niya na nabanggit niya during your initial phase dun sa rapport building, sa today pitch, hanggang sa kung ano-ano yung mga na-discover mo along the way dun sa presentation mo. That's why it's extremely important to ask the right questions. Tama ba, Coach Ron and Professor Sai?
Yeah.
And the good thing with that, coaches po, because of the advent of technology po. Kasi dati pagka may ka-meeting ka, yung information dun sa ka-meeting mo medyo limited eh. Ngayon, because of the advent of technology, you have TikTok, you have Facebook, you will already have an idea based on sa mga pinopost niya eh. And I like yung sinabi ni Coach Jeff kanina, kung ang pinopost niya, traveling abroad, or nagpakita siya ng magandang sasakyan, magandang bahay. So alam mo, using ambition, guys, as your emotional button, it would be very effective. Kasi may imagine niya kagad pag sinabi niya, oh sir, how about kung you can go to this country or you can afford to buy this. Gusto niyo po ba yung ganon? Maisip niya kagad, yung mga pinost na picture na, oo nga, paano kaya yan? Yan.
Ako, Coach, very important yung sinabi ni Coach Jeff na that you have to ask the right questions. After doing that, di ba, sa today pitch natin, Coach, tinatanong natin, di ba, ano ba yung top 3 ambition mo? Di ba? Ano ba yung top 3 goals mo? Di ba? So, dito pa lang, ito maganda, Coach, no? Pag nagbigay sila ng ambisyon, wala sinabi na, I want to have my dream house. Dapat ang reaction mo ganito, wow, dream house. Tama ba? You have to acknowledge the fact na, di ba, para sabihin niya yun sa'yo na I want to have a dream house. Di ba, that reaction mo, wow, dream house. Sir, saan niyo po gustong magpatayo ng dream house niyo?
Yun, like that. Diba? Love that.
Sa probinsya po ba? Will this be a retirement home? So siya, di ba, nakikiliti na yung niya, pag-iisip niya.
Correct.
Yep. Saan ko ba? Parang gusto ko sa Tagaytay kasi, Coach, talaga, sir, masarap dun. Di ba, manlamig dun, masarap talaga. So siya, hindi pong, pareho kayo ng channel na pinapanood.
That's right.
Tama ba? Kasi kung wari sinabi mo, Prof. Sai, ganito. Sige, Coach, sabihin mo sa akin na, sir, Prof. Sai, so, ano ba yung unang-unang ambition o goal mo sa buhay?
Makapagpatayo ng bahay sa sa probinsya, sa Calamba. Yan.
Wow. Okay. Tapos ano pa po? Ano pa pong ano? Ano pa? Ano pa?
Parang na-awkward na ako bigla doon nung parang you just tawag doon,
Parang,
burst my bubble.
oh, di ba? Just imagine, di ba?
Right,
Excited yung kliyente mo. Sinabi
Oo.
ka kung saan, tapos ikaw naman, tapos ano pa po?
Oo, boom. Parang okay.
Oh.
So guys, for those who are listening and watching right now, ang ganda nun eh. So you have to be equally energetic.
Yeah.
You also have to feel yung energy ng client mo. So
Mm.
if your client is a bit down, ikaw na rin mismo ang gagawa ng paraan na para i-up mo ng konti.
Ah.
But if your client is already up, advantage mo na yon. Isusustain mo
Yeah.
na lang siya.
Mm-mm.
Diba?
Tsaka coach, meron kasing kasabihan na if you want to be interesting, you have to be interested.
Yan, I love that. Kasi ulitin mo
Tama
nga,
ba?
Coach Ron, isa please.
If you want to be interesting, you have to be interested with
Yan,
what
okay.
your client is telling you.
Correct.
Diba? So very very important channel in yung dun sa emotions kasi kailangan talaga you are connected with your clients.
Galing.
Mm.
Just to add, at least kahit papano, you can amplify their emotions. Yun yung
Amplify.
yung point ni Coach Ron. When you amplify their emotions, mas nagiging powerful na magagamit mo later on para ma-realize mo that today is the best time to be ambitious. Tama ba? Fantastic.
Tama.
So that's the first
fantastic.
emotional button that you can use. So malalaman mo yan pag yung client mo is yung mga nabanggit namin kanina. Okay? Use ambition. The second emotional button that you guys can use is what we call fear of loss. What's your take on that, Coach Ron and Professor Sam?
Coach Jeff, Coach Ron, before we continue with the next emotional button, guys, for those who are listening, please keep on tagging your friends. Yan. Kung na-enjoy nyo po to, kasi may mga nagko-comment po dito, thank you for those appreciation. Kung na-enjoy nyo po to, you can also help po. And Manulifers, Ants, and AXA. Yan. Sige po. So, let's continue. Fear of loss.
Fantastic. Yan. Fear of loss. What's your take on that, Coach Ron? Go ahead.
Yan. Ito yung madalas na ginagamit natin, coaches. Ito yung, 'di ba? Ito yung medyo your borderline na tinatakot natin na if you don't have this, ito yung mga pwede mangyari sa iyo. Ito na yung mga pinapa-realize natin yung sad events, no, coaches.
Sad events, yan.
Yan,
Okay.
no? Sickness,
Accident.
aging, yeah. And death, 'di ba?
Okay.
Pero kasi that's already reality eh. Otherwise, there's always certainty talaga, coaches eh. There's always certainty. And that's why, napaka-natural sa atin na to fear the future. Sometimes kasi, coach, the fear of uncertainty, yun naman talaga yung nagtitrigger sa atin eh. Especially if
And even fear of missing out.
fear of missing out, yeah. So, kanino type of clients natin to pwedeng gamitin? Kasi hindi to para sa lahat, coaches.
Correct.
Diba?
Yes.
Kasi pag ginamit mo yan sa mga millennials, sa mga bata pa, diba? So, mawi-weirdan sila sa'yo. Diba? Dahil para nga sa kanila, I have a full life ahead of me.
That's right.
Tama?
Immortal. Yan, mga
Oo,
immortal,
oo.
no? Oo,
Tama,
immortal.
And yun. So, very important. So, kaninong type of clients to? No? Madalas, pwede nating itong gamitin sa mga breadwinners.
Breadwinners, yan.
And also sa mga sabihin na natin, basta anyone who has dependents, dumidepende sa kanila. Doon sa finances nila, emotionally,
Yan.
etc.
Mga breadwinner, mga head of the family, yan. Tama po, no? Head of the
Yeah.
family,
Oo.
especially mga tatay, no?
Right,
Yan.
right.
Saka maganda rin gamitin to, guys. For example, even if your client wala pang family,
Mhm.
pero sinusuporta niya yung nanay at tatay niya. Siya
Yeah.
talaga yung sumusuporta na talaga. Now, just imagine if this person is taken out of the picture, sino mag-aalaga ng nanay at tatay na kailangan ng suporta niya?
Yun, tama, oo.
That is something na we have to consider kasi minsan financial advisors pag nakikipag-usap tayo, minsan hindi natin ma-inject yung the right emotional button pag nalaman natin he's already in his 40s, he's earning good money, meron siya mga investments, wala siyang family, single, no kids. So hindi natin alam paano ba to, paano. But if you ask the right questions at pag na-discover mo na siya pala ang sumusuporta ngayon sa nanay niya, sa tatay niya, or even kapatid.
Yun.
Youngest sister, youngest brother na siya pala ang nagpapaaral. Merong mga ganyan. Diba? Siya pala ang nagpapaaral. Then if that person is taken out of the picture, paano na yung maiiwan niyang sinusuportahan? And that creates a huge emotional problem dun sa maiiwan. At dun siya mapapaisip ngayon, I'm living a good life, but I'm supporting my mom, my dad, or even my sister kasi nag-aaral pa siya dahil hindi naman kaya ni nanay tsaka ni tatay. If I'm taking out of the picture, that becomes a huge problem for that person na dependent sa akin. Tama ba, Coach Ron and Professor Sai?
Yes. Yes, Coach Ron, please.
Sige, dagdag ko lang. How do you know kung ang kliyente mo is moved by fear than by wanting, kasi there are two things that motivates people. It's the coach, 'di ba, yung yung kay Alan Pease, it's
stop a pain.
It's to stop a pain or make a gain. Sabi ni Alan Pease, So there are two things that motivates people: stop a pain or make a gain. So how do you know if this person is motivated by fear of loss or to stop a pain? Pag tinanong mo sila dun sa goals nila, Prof. Sai, kumari ganito, sinabi mo, gusto ko ng college fund para sa anak ko. Then you ask why. Okay, college fund. So bakit po college fund, Mr. Client? Kasi ayoko siyang magaya sa katulad ko dati na nangyari sa akin.
Boom.
Yan. So malalaman, tinan mo, fear of loss yun kasi sabi niya? Ayaw niya. Kasi pwede naman niya sabihin na kasi gusto ko makatapos yung anak ko. 'Di ba? So those are if you listen to yun yung ayaw, 'di ba? That yun yung motivation factor ng client. So you really have to listen. Then later on, you're gonna feed from that fear, 'di ba, na itong product mo can solve that fear that they have inside.
Amazing. What about you, Professor Sai?
Actually, Coach Ron, Coach Ed, the first time I attended ABC Batch 21, imagine, Batch 21 pa. Anong batch na nga tayo, Coach Ed? And speaking of batch, guys, for those who are here listening, if you are not yet an ABC graduate and you are enjoying our session, thank you so much. But we do have this upcoming session this coming Saturday and Sunday with Coach Ron and Coach Jeff. Coach Jeff, ano nga ba yung schedule? I still continue learning as insurance before. But stuck into my mind, nung narinig ko to, family kagad. Sabi ko, my God, I have four beautiful kids and a beautiful wife. Tapos kung mawawala ako sa picture, paano na lang? I mean, hindi ko na mararamdaman yun. But pag nawala ka, di ba? But of course, yung mga taong iiwanan mo di ba? And Filipinos we are, ang way of life kasi natin, family So if you truly value your family, then ang tanong, anong gagawin mo? Yan.
Awesome.
That's right. Fantastic. Extremely important. The third emotional button that we need to press correctly or push correctly is what we call love. What's your take on that, Coach Ron?
Oo. Kasi 'di ba, sino dito yung nag-agree na ang life insurance is love insurance? Yan. Please type in me if you agree on that, no? It's a love product, 'di ba? And ito lang naman, pwede naman talaga natin gamitin or gamitin yung love as an emotion, 'di ba? To create a need. Pero we just need to make sure na gamitin natin sa tamang tao. Because coaches, financial advisors, naranasan nyo na ba yung minsan nasabihan ka ng kliyente na hindi, bayaan mo na sila. Pag namatay naman ako, mag-aasawa naman na uli yan. Tsaka pag tatapos na, di ba? Bahala na sila sa pag-aaral nila. Di ba? Mapay naman sila di ba, minsan, di ba, sakit pakinggan.
Merong mga ganyan, yes.
Pero totoo yan. Oo, bahala na sila. Di ba? So, ibig sabihin, just imagine kung ginamitan mo yan ng love at yan yung response, ibig sabihin, hindi yun yung tamang emotion na dapat tinitrigger mo. Kasi you know why? Kasi you only use the love button for responsible people. Kasi obviously, he doesn't care. Tama ba? Pero, ano na lang ang pag-asa mo dun, coach? Yung maklose siya dahil ibang emotion ang gagamitin mo. Hindi na yung para sa iba. Yung para sa kanya na lang.
Yun.
Diba? Kasi there's always di ba? Napaka-imposible naman na na ayaw niyang sabihin natin na pag nagkasakit tayo, ayaw niya ng merong pambayad sa hospital, di ba? So, yun na lang yung ano mo doon. Pero I'm talking about when you tell about something about love, talagang gagamitin mo yan for people who have expressed their love doon sa especially during your rapport building.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. What about you, Professor Sai?
Okay, in terms of love, may natutunan naman akong bago, no? This is really the good thing when you're listening and watching Thursday Thunder. When it comes to love, kung sinabi ng client mo pala na gano'n, then pwede mo siyang i-shift yung love ng client mo para sa sarili niya.
Yeah.
Mr. Client, pagdating mo ng retirement age, sino po kayang tutulong sa'yo? Or sino kayang susuporta sa mga panggastos mo? Kasi kung ganun kagad ang reaction niya, no, Coach Chef, no? Parang kung na-present mo ng ganun, ang tanong mo kagad bilang financial advisor, how am I going to shift this? Di balik mo ngayon, yung love naman niya sa sarili niya. Kasi kung ganun ang thinking niya sa family niya, sa anak niya, na bahala na sila, malamang sa malamang, ang unang isipin niya, yung sarili niya mismo.
Tama. Yeah.
Diba? So, pwede niyo siyang i-twist pabalik naman. Makakabawi ka pa rin. Kasi, ang take ko dito, Coach Jeff, is, mamaya, yung ginamit na emotional button, tapos, gano'n na naging sagot ng kliyente, baka biglang mablanko na yung, yung financial advisor, paano siya babawi doon, no? Mali yung ginamit yung emotional button.
Ang gagawin niya ganito, Coach, teka lang, Sarah, titingnan ko anong button kailangan. Teka lang, Sarah.
Wait lang, Sarah, wait lang.
Teka lang.
Malalaman nyo yan, guys, pag nagkukwento yung client nyo about their loved ones. Malalaman nyo na mahal niya eh.
Dun sa goals, Coach.
Dun sa goals. Diba? Pag ang mga goals niya is directed towards a loved one, let's say yung kids, puro na
I want to provide for my family. I want to travel with my family.
Yan.
Correct.
Malalaman mo na, I could push the emotional button called love. Kasi based dun sa naririnig mo sa client mo, puro na lang about a loved one. Puro na lang about a family member. Maybe it could be a wife, it could be a husband, but most of them, puro kids.
Correct.
Kids.
Yeah.
I want to provide for them. I want to love them. I want to
Pero alam mo, Coach, may kwento lang ako.
Yes, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead.
Totoo, true story ito. I had a client before na hindi ko alam ko talaga kung paano ko tutulungan, no. I was so frustrated kasi hindi ko siya natulungan. And the reason for that is meron siya kinukwento niya na, I have a beautiful wife. Nung una, Coach, sinabi niya sa akin na meron ako magandang asawa, ganyan. Tapos biglang nung nandun na kami sa dulo, he started to show me na basta na parang ayaw niyang gawin. Sir, kala ko ba mahal mo asawa mo? Sir, alam mo, kaya napauwi ako ngayon kasi nalaman ko po na buntis yung asawa ko. Hindi po ako yung tatay. Nahihiya lang po ako sa inyo sabihin, pero yun po yung totoo. And hindi ko po talaga alam kung paano anong gagawin ko. Alam mo, coaches,
yep.
Ang ginawa ko is I put down everything. Hindi ko tinuloy yung presentation. And kinakwentuhan lang kami. Sir, sige, kwento mo lang, sir. Walang problema. What happened? Tapos alam mo, kinuwento lang niya. Siguro for 2 hours, nagkwentuhan kami. Tapos alam mo, sa kanya, alam mo, sir, ganito. Hindi ko alam, sir, paano ko kayo tutulungan. Pero, everything will be, gusto ko lang malaman niya na everything will be okay. Tapos sabi niya, sige, coach, paano ba yan? Alam mo, yung tipong, siguro naramdaman niya sa akin na I'm no longer interested in selling you anything. Diba? Dahil baka hindi ito makatulong sa'yo. Pero he asked, sabi niya, Coach, paano ba yan? Pwede pa rin ba sa akin yan? Kumari, pwede pang beneficiary ko, magulang ko? Diba? Siya yung naghanap ng paraan para makuha niya yung plan. And you know why? It's because, again, people buy people.
That's right.
Diba? If I pushed for, at that time, hindi ako nakinig, yung tipong parang ginawa kong, inisip ko parang objection niya lang yun, or baka pero it's really sometimes, you just need to listen to people and be a friend for a moment.
Correct.
Diba?
I like that. Kasi minsan mas
Diba?
gusto pa nating magsabi ng mga ganon sa strangers
Mm.
kasi sa kakilala natin. Kasi alam mo pag stranger ang kausap mo, parang feeling mo no judgment dahil lalo kung once or twice lang kayo nagkausap. Pero pag mga kaibigan, minsan, 'di ba? Parang
Oo.
nahihiya ka magsabi kasi alam mo
Tama.
may judgment ka agad eh. And
Mm.
guys, yes, of course, for those who are listening and learning right now, maraming salamat. Shoutout lang tayo kay
Parang lahat
another idol of those who are asking ano ba itong 7,000.
tiga Watsons. Di ba yung merong mga tiga Watsons yung mga magaganda? Ayun lang.
Amazing,
Anyway.
amazing. And of course, market analyst, he's here to give you financial market updates. Walang iba kundi si Coach.
Rinig na rinig.
Amazing, amazing. But we're very happy that you're here, Coach Mike. What do we have in store for our listeners and watchers tonight? Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. 7.3, which could have lowered the pump prices by 10 pesos. Increase interest.
This would like to be
Guwapo.
mentored
3D for everyone.
like makainag. Guilt. Yan.
Wow.
Kailan gagamitin yung guilt? What is your take on
Oo.
that, Coach Ron?
O yan. O financial advisors, magaling tayo dito sa guilt. Yun nga lang, minsan na pag napapasobra, nagiging guilt trip. Tama ba, coaches? Pag sinabing guilt trip, yung tipo magpo-post tayo sa social media, ano sasabihin natin? Buti ka pa, may iPhone ka nga, wala ka namang ipon. Boom, sapul na naman si client.
Oo. Buti
Ano
pa
ba?
ang kotse, may insurance.
Pero
Ikaw,
ikaw,
wala.
wala.
Oo.
I mean,
Diba, no?
totoo naman, 'di ba? Pero do you seriously think na pag nabasa ko 'yan as a prospect, I would buy from you? Seriously? No, 'di ba?
Right,
You're
right,
actually parang borderline mocking the client,
Correct.
'di ba? So,
Correct.
and we have to be
And
ano,
there are
we have to
times,
be-
Coach Ron, hindi rin naman kasalanan ng financial advisor kasi nakikita niya yung ibang financial advisor, yun ang ginagawa. Kina-copy-paste niya, PTP, CTTO. Yun pala,
Tama.
hindi pala dapat.
Oo, tama. So, there is a better way, you know. Pero kasi when you say guilt, coach, this is really for some people. Ako madalas ginagamit ko to pag mga OFWs, tama. Kasi madalas coaches, 'di ba? Isn't it true, no? Some of our OFW clients, pag umuwi, coach, ang anong gagawin unang-una? Kailangan updated ang gadgets ng mga bata or updated ang phones. Ano pa? Kailangan may 'di ba, mapagawa yung bahay, kailangan may bagong sasakyan, etc. And most of the time, people will do this or financial OFWs will do this kasi they kailangan nila masabayan yung mga kapitbahay, etc. Ang mahirap lang dito, coaches, is that nandun kasi yung yung guilt feeling ng isang isang kliyente wherein kaya niya nagagawa yon kasi nga lagi siyang wala. So there's that guilty feeling, coaches, na I have to comply with yung demands ng kids kasi wala akong boses ngayon kasi lagi akong wala. Minsan, coach, meron akong kliyente, sabi hindi raw nagmamano sa kanya yung anak niya kasi
Wow.
hindi siya kilala. Diba? So that guilt feeling of that they have to buy something para lang to compensate about the absence.
Wow, that's just sad. And marami tayong mga ganyan, no? Na mga OFW, seafarers. So when you use guilt, it's extremely important that you use third-party stories first.
Yan.
I like that. Third-party stories. Okay.
Kasi hindi pwede kasi na direktahin mo yung OFW na Mr. Client. 10 years ka nang wala sa pamilya mo. 'Di ba? Ang dami mo nang na-miss out. Hindi mo ba sila na-miss? Hindi ka ba nagigilty na na-miss out mo yung mga family? You don't do that. Kasi
Tsaka kung sabihin, inuna mo pa talaga yan, man.
you can't do that. So what do? You use third-party stories para non-threatening yung approach.
Yeah, makarelate lang sila.
Siya sa third part. Makarelate sila. Non-threatening siya. At pag nakarelate siya, then that's the time na siya na mismo magkukwento dun sa nangyayari sa buhay niya.
Yeah.
That's why third-party stories are extremely useful in in using this emotional button called guilt para sa kanila. Right?
Yeah.
Extremely important. Marami pa tayong pwedeng i-discuss sa kanila about different techniques, different pitches on how to use emotional buttons, but we can only introduce it to them briefly because we only have 1 hour today. So, ang gagawin natin guys, magpaparaffle na po tayo.
Yun,
Yay!
raffle time.
Lahat
Okay.
po na nagpadala ng stars tonight will have a chance to win a masterclass of yours